1,000 miles a minute, infinite. They say you finished, I'm in it, stay independent. I never did it for gimmicks, my spirit, I pen dependence. They fear it, but then befriend is endeared. But menacing as they cheer, but then pretend is a pitiful. They bitter full of envy, miserable and empty. Bitter foes are critical the second that they sense seed. Hit you with subliminals, pretend that they still friendly. Wait until you out of smoke, but I've been building chimneys, don't tempt me. Buck opinions and gutters, man, fuck the critics and others. I cut the lyrics and butter victims. Give me
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel, where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world. And this time we are checking out knoxhill, and he's doing a number of collaborations with Crypt, I think Unbreakable featuring Shelby Morgan. Now I don't know which part is the song. Is it Unbreakable? I know there's a Crypt. But I'm a bit puzzled on who's who and who's what. Apologies for that, but I am full support of knoxhill. And listen, knoxhill, for me personally, knoxhill is the ensemble of what a reactor should be. It's very, very highly talented, very articulate, smart. He's all-rounder in the YouTuber, me personally. And I hope his channel just grows and grows and grows and grows and grows and just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Please check out his latest uploads, where he opened up about himself and what he's experiencing at the moment. I checked it out, and I tell you what, mate, it was really, really heartfelt. And thank you very much for sharing. I mean, like so many other reactors, you don't have to do that, but just doing it is just so... I don't know what if there's a word for people like yourself, but I put you up high on a high pedestal, mate. Seriously, I really do. So look, this is, like I said, knoxhill and Crypt, and it's got Unbreakable featuring Shelby Morgan. That's what I've got. In the description page to see if there's anything that I can tell you. No, there's, well, I'm gonna leave all the descriptions anyway. Whatever's in his description page, I'm gonna put in my description page. So it's just various links and accolades to the actual production of the music video. So look, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it?
1,000 miles a minute, infinite. They say you finished, I'm in it, stay independent. I never did it for gimmicks, my spirit, I pen dependence. They fear it, but then befriend is endeared. But menacing as they cheer, but then pretend is a pitiful. They bitter full of envy, miserable and empty. Bitter foes are critical the second that they sense seed. Hit you with subliminals, pretend that they still friendly. Wait until you out of smoke, but I've been building chimneys, don't tempt me. Buck opinions and gutters, man, fuck the critics and others. I cut the lyrics and butter victims. Give me a couple minutes, put the beat in oven dishes. Can't stomach gimmicks, is mutton with it, but what's...
Hold. First of all, when you went into it, I was like, who are you directing it at? Who is your enemy in this? And it's like, the invisible enemy. You know what's happening to you, but you can't see who's doing it. But you know, kind of, you can't, you have an inkling of doing it, but finger pointing to the invisible person is quite frustrating. And there's a lot to be said about that. So put your seatbelts in and just check out what knoxhill is going to say. I'm sure there's going to be other subject matters, but just what came out the bag, it's like, whoa, Knox, who you talking to? Who you talking about? Who you directing it to? Then it's like, as it's going on, as it gets more elaborate, you see like, okay, yeah, that invisible person again, who's so destructive in all of our life experience, and so on and so on and so forth and so on, as you know. So look, I'm going to go back just a little bit, but I'm like, whoa, Knox, I agree.
Lyrics and butter victims. Give me a couple minutes, put the beat in oven dishes. Can't stomach gimmicks, is mutton with it, but what's for dinner? You see Bird, feeling nervy with this pen. Thought you could turn on me, then I'm serving you with men. All these rappers battle me, so certain they would win. Goat heads up on my wall, they never heard from them again. Put in work and I never skipped a leg day. Run with me, then you better get a segue. Sharks in the water, but you swimming in the Meg's lake. Ball for bar, lift the iron, pump it like a cake race. I'm from a place where few ever made it big. Believed in me in a room full of atheists. I could be at home in a room full of aliens. But so out of this world, I'm a star, better take a pic. Bitter fools, they liars left me in the trenches. Critics who build pies, pressing me for mentions. Mention me, I'm burning bridges, turning into murder victims. Certain, well then take a pull, the searching is unbreakable.
I'm fighting for my
Shelby.
on the broken edge of everything inside. I'm fighting for a time.
You look familiar.
Our stories on the line. Held me down in broken pride, but now it's time to rise.
Like it.
I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable.
Songs Unbreakable.
I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable.
I done been through so many trials and tribulations, testing my character like an author writing the pages. So many prayers went unanswered, I was losing faith, but little did I know the answer was no. Thank God I made it. All those times that I was soaking in my sorrows, I don't even think about them now, cause they were long ago. The moments in my life when I thought about suicide, now are moments.
Sorry, so Crypt, just for the top of my mind, when I was started reacting to No Life Chat, he was talking about somebody called Crypt. Is that you? I'm catching up, sorry. And secondly, I didn't even know you're all in the UK. What's going on? So, Crypt, are you in the UK or are you visiting? Let me know about that. Shelby Morgan, you look very, very familiar. Altogether, I love the movement. I love this. And I'm so grateful that there are so many independent artists at the moment that's not going to be subdued down to holding on or waiting for that special moment to be signed by a major label. Because if we were still on that page, there'd be hardly any songs out, any music out. We'd be listening to what's going on right now, but there won't be anything else. So thank you for being you guys, man. Seriously, thank you for being you. Thank you for not being, not allowing yourself to be cornered when it comes to who you are and what you want to be and what you're designed to be, you know, and what you want to let out, and being addictive to that nature. Because you've got to have an addictive nature to continue being who you are, being this NoXcuse, being this Crypt, being this Shelby Morgan. You know, there'll be a lot of people back in the day. If you got knocked down by a record label, that's it. You give up. You know, you do a 9 to 5 or something, or Karen busking, or trying to get a little crumb. You know, but nowadays you can say, okay, fine. You know what? I don't even need a record. I just do this on my own, because there's so many different kind of social media platforms which allows you to do so. And now it's all about having that addictive nature within your own domain and saying, right, okay, I'm going to be this person and I ain't stopping or quivering or wavering or bending any kind of things because I don't have to. So like I said, thank you for being you, man. Thank you for being you guys, seriously. And thank you very much for having so many platforms for us to be ourselves, I suppose. I'm going to go back just a little bit to about, say, here. Bars, I'm getting the bars, man. Come on.
I made it. All those times that I was soaking in my sorrows, I don't even think about them now, cause they were long ago. The moments in my life when I thought about suicide, now are moments in my life that I just push on to the side. When you're caught up in the moment seems like it's big, but the moment moves on, the momentum will switch. I wish someone told me to roll with the bows and the hits, cause it's only up from there when you're as low as it gets. Cause I done sparred with the devil, sparred with myself in the pit, sparred with the hardest hitter that'll probably ever exist. Crypt, I know where to hit, know I'm vulnerable as it gets, know when my shoulders lowered to get blown up and clipped quick. Now I'm unbreakable, my DNA is stable to the core. I battle with myself and that's harder than any war. Now I'm ready for whatever, bring your arsenal and troops. You ain't nothing compared to what I've done put myself through. Valleys will teach you things that mountaintops cannot. Keep it turning till you reach the cream of the crop. The more the moves you make, the more the people will talk. And no matter what you do, just make sure that you never stop.
Realistic bars right there, all the way through. Touch on every kind of subject matter.
I've been on the broken edge of everything inside. I'm fighting for our time. Our stories on the line. Held me down in broken pride, but now it's time to rise. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable.
Brilliant. Revilo Creations. So the song is Unbreakable, featuring Shelby Morgan, Knoxhill and Crypt. Listen, that trio was an absolutely amazing combination. Very, very inspiring, very, very uplifting, opening up to oneself, one demons, one mental health struggles, but also not a solution of how to do it, but of their accomplishments of that you can't stop me, no matter what's going through, no matter what endurance that I suppose I'm facing, all the trials and tribulations. You know, it's like one door after the next door after the next door after the next door, but I'm still gonna go through those doors because there's no point in me stopping. If that's the direction, there's no going back. Either a stop or just carry on going forward. But I'm unbreakable. I'm gonna go forward. I'm gonna be scared. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna have all these type of emotions coming through my body, but those emotions should not allow oneself to stop. Everybody experiences those things. There's not one person that I believe in our life experience has experienced these kind of attributes. And if you haven't, amazing life that you're having. Because every person who's experienced any of these things wouldn't wish it on their worst enemy. Wouldn't wish it on anybody. And I think that's the humbleness about the whole experience. That the things that you're enduring, all the hardship and the pain aches and anything else, you wouldn't wish it on anybody else. But if anybody is going through that same things, you'd be at the forefront willing to give some advice. And if this tune is an inspiration of that get up and go and moving on and carry on with that momentum, I don't know what song would be. You know? Until next time, I salute you. Boom.
But now it's time to rise. I'm unbreakable.